Something about it to me sounds mysterious, urban. I don't know. Like a really cool alleyway at night. To active Jehovah's Witnesses, if you've stumbled on my page, don't be afraid. Don't fear displeasing Jehovah. Don't let men claiming to speak for God tell you to be afraid. Don't let them control you. Don't let them make you afraid. They're the ones that are afraid. To ex-Jehovah's Witnesses watching my page, watching this video, welcome. And to everyone else, welcome. Hopefully you will learn something about Jehovah's Witnesses. So, I have a circuit overseer letter that I would like to share with all of you this evening. Seems like even back before I was disfellowshipped, I was still fighting for, I don't know, for things to be right. Because even then, in 2012, when I wrote this letter, somewhere around there, 2011, 2012, I could see that something was not right. Something was wrong. And so I wrote this letter to the circuit overseer. He was the circuit overseer for the Triad, North Carolina at the time. That would be Winston-Salem, High Point, and Greensboro. I have this letter sitting right here in my Tetragrammaton service folder. Let's see if you can see that. Right there. The Jehovah folder, or should I say, the Yahweh folder. And here's my letter. To Brother McLam. This is my letter of concern to the Society and Brother Michael McLam, as regards what I believe to be shameful neglect of the sheep by some of the shepherding class locally. I, Jeremy Diasis Minnick, creatively known as Diasis, say greetings. First off, the last time you visited us, I remember your circuit overseer substitute saying that you made a provision to have the elders, also known as the shepherds, start making shepherding calls. I have not seen anything like such in years. In fact, the sister that has been at my hall for years recently stated, "What are shepherding calls?" During the years 2005 through 2008, I enjoyed being on the school, but because of an incident in 2008, I told the elders that I shouldn't be giving a talk tonight, especially if I just got out of jail. After that, I was removed from the school without my knowledge. And the handling of this, in my opinion, was very poor. After that, I tried on many occasions to redeem myself, but have been and am still being completely ignored. They come up sometimes and ask me how I'm doing, but God forbid I actually start telling them. They suddenly don't really want to know. They walk away and ignore me. Why ask? This has happened to a couple of people over the years. I think if you ask around, you will hear of several complaints at the North and Southwest congregations, which are at High Point. In 2010, when I was going through several problems with my wife and family, I was condemned instead of helped. I was judged, but never examined, encouraged, or helped by brothers Willie Graham and Osborne, or the elders over here in general. So I ended up moving to Florida in August of 2010. While down there, I quickly made rapid progress despite my trials and got back on the school. I was helped very much by brothers Arias and David Schneider of the Northdale, Tampa, Florida congregation. But when I moved back to High Point, North Carolina in September 2011, my privileges were suddenly revoked for no apparent reason, and am still awaiting some kind of answer that I never seem or that I never will seem to get in this area. But instead, now me and my wife are completely ignored, like beggars outside of the temple, and my daughter and my wife and me are rotting in our lack of help, support, and discouragement. While the elders, like a clique, parade around the hall acting like they care about people, all they seem to talk about are fake feelings and numbers. It starts from the top. Clearly there is something wrong with the top around here. If you stay here for a period of time, I'm sure you'll see it. The only people I see getting help are young men who seem promising. Those are the only people I see getting help, while a team of elders carefully oversee their success. But what about those of us who actually need the help? The ones that are hanging on for dear life? If they won't help us, then why are they elders? I mean, if they can or won't care for the flock, then they shouldn't be elders. That's just my opinion, because I never see them help people, also known as the flock. Like an addict, he can't do it alone. People struggling with their problems can't do it alone. I get reprimanded, but never helped. So how's that helping me? All they tell me after I am judged is go in peace. I suspect these following brothers of unloving, ruthless, arbitrary, and even shameful, secretive conduct. Little did I know. Brother Matoyer, Brother Nichols, Brother McFadden, Brother Graham, Brother LeGrand. I wish to remain anonymous as I fear retaliation. I am doing this out of sense of civic duty and last hope. If you have any questions, feel free to call me anytime. And then I left my number. Thank you for your loving and Christ-like concern. It could literally save a few lives around here. Signed, Jeremy D. Asisminic. Well, the retaliation did happen, because sometime after that, not long, I was ignored even worse. They wouldn't even answer us when we would go to comment. They just ignored us. They might comment on my wife from time to time if she literally made it obvious to everyone there that she was being ignored. And do you know what Brother McLam did about this? Nothing. He left it in Jehovah's hands, as I was encouraged to do. And I never heard anything about it. Nobody came to talk to me about it. Nothing was handled. Because this is a man-made organization. So if you're stumbling upon my channel right now, you're not crazy. This is really happening. It's happening because it's a man-made organization. None of this ever got resolved. It just continued and continued and continued, and like bad parents, they were quick to reprimand you, but never there to try to encourage you to come over to your house, to visit you, to spend time with you, to let you know that they loved you, to invite you to Christian gatherings. None of that. And I just felt like sharing that with all of you this evening. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening.